नमस्कार मंडळी, टुडे I wanted to discuss with you how Mumbai actually works. ये शहर चलता कैसे है? I'm sure ये क्वेश्चन तुम्हारे दिमाग में कभी ना कभी तो आया होगा. But we are so busy in our day-to-day life that who has the patience or time to understand how the system actually works? Forget Mumbai. Majority of the people don't even know how traffic signals work. क्या कर रहा है? रेड लाइट है यार. अरे बट पुलिस किधर है? चलता है. Hopefully, after watching this video, you get some understanding of how the city works. I feel this is something essential that every Mumbaikar should know, especially during times like these when we are dealing with a pandemic. So let's get started and dive right into it. Governance of Mumbai is the responsibility of BMC, formerly known as Bombay Municipal Corporation. But like Voldemort, you are not supposed to say Bombay. So they changed it to Brihan Mumbai Municipal Corporation. Smart, because you still get to keep the name BMC. But then they realized that no one was really using Brihan Mumbai. So they started calling it MCGM, Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. But guess what? Mumbaikars still call it BMC. Even the corporation's official Twitter handle is called MyBMC. The governance and functioning of Greater Mumbai is the responsibility of BMC. But who is responsible for BMC? To understand this, we have to learn the structure of BMC. BMC is divided into two parts. There is the deliberative wing, also known as the legislative wing, and then there is the administrative wing, also known as the executive wing. Let's first see what is the deliberative wing. For administrative convenience, Greater Mumbai is divided into 24 wards. These wards are further broken down into ward councils, from where councillors or corporators, as we call them, are elected every 5 years during the BMC election. The last election was in 2017 and the next one is going to be in 2022. There are a total of 227 corporators that are elected across the whole Greater Mumbai. 5 external members are also nominated to the corporation who have special understanding of city planning and administration. So what do corporators do other than dadagiri? I'm just kidding. Corporators are the best. Corporators form committees in the corporation to discuss various problems and issues concerning the city. They then vote on resolutions to address them. The corporators also elect a mayor and a deputy mayor amongst themselves for a period of 2.5 years. The mayor presides over the committee meetings, and in the absence of mayor, the deputy mayor takes in the responsibility. So is the mayor head of BMC? Not really. The mayor is a ceremonial position. It holds a lot of prestige, but not much power. As I discussed earlier, the mayor presides over different committee meetings and facilitates decision making. The mayor also represents Mumbaikar and the city at various forums. The mayor also has the privilege of being Mumbai's first citizen and as such gets to welcome foreign dignitaries and guests to the city. The corporators discuss what needs to be done and then pass legislation to address those problems. But who actually does the work? This is where the administrative or the executive wing comes in. The administrative wing is headed by a municipal commissioner who is an IS officer appointed by the state government. The municipal commissioner has a team of civil servants comprising of deputy municipal commissioner, additional municipal commissioners, assistant municipal commissioners, and head of departments. Team is a mixture of IS officer and Maharashtra state civil servants. The executive, financial, and administrative powers are vested in municipal commissioner. As I mentioned, the corporators get together and discuss various issues, and by consulting with experts and the municipal commissioner, they decide what needs to be done. But it is actually the municipal commissioner who has to do the work along with his team. Every financial year, the municipal commissioner presents a budget to the corporators. The budget is prepared in consultation with different committee members. The corporators have to then approve the budget and only then the municipal commissioner can implement it. The budget talks about where BMC will be spending its money and what projects it would be working on to make Mumbai a better city. At this point, you might have a question. Can BMC work on any project and do any kind of work in Mumbai? The answer is no. BMC can only undertake projects that are listed as part of the 12th schedule of Indian Constitution. The schedule mentions what are the responsibilities of an urban government and it lists things like roads, sanitation, health, etc. Another question you might have is, where does BMC get all the money from? Most of the money is collected from property tax and GST compensation, but BMC also makes money from the licenses that it gives out, death certificates, birth certificates, even your marriage certificates. Every year, each corporator also gets 1.6 crore out of the budget to spend in his area for the benefit of the public. This is not pocket money for the corporator. This is for the betterment of his area. On top of that, 5 crore rupees is also allotted at the ward level for the general development of the whole ward.
भाई पैसा हो तो क्या कुछ नहीं हो सकता है.
If you were following along closely, you might have realized something strange. The municipal commissioner, who is the head of PMC, is not elected by Mumbaikars, and he is not even accountable to us. The commissioner is appointed by the state government and he reports to them. Mumbaikars elect corporators, but corporators just get to discuss issues and vote on them. They are not responsible for executing them. So अगर तुम लोग के एरिया में कचरा है या फिर रास्तों पे खड्डे है and you go to your corporator and tell him भाई क्या बकवास चल रहा है, he can say मेरा fault नहीं है, and he is right. The corporator can raise the issue in corporation or bring it to the notice of various committees. He can even bring it in front of the municipal commissioner, but it is actually the job of the municipal commissioner and his team to fix it. This is the reason why अपना बहुत सारा काम अटक जाता है. If the state government is different from the ruling party in BMC, things might not go so smoothly because the municipal commissioner is reporting to the state government. This is why a lot of other major cities in the world have directly elected mayors or a strong mayor council system where the administrative wing is also headed by someone who is directly elected by the people and is accountable to them. New York City, LA, Boston, Tokyo, Seoul, you name it, they all have strong mayor systems. And it's the mayors who are leading from the front as they tackle the COVID-19 pandemic. Which brings us to an important question. Who is presently leading Mumbai? Is it the chief minister? But shouldn't he be concentrating on the whole state? Is it the mayor? Not really. Like I said, that is just a ceremonial position. Is it the municipal commissioner? Most likely. But how many of us even know who that is? Do you know that the municipal commissioner was recently changed during the pandemic? Why did it happen? What did he do right? What did he do wrong? Shouldn't we as Mumbaikar know what the person who was leading us did or did not do? As responsible citizens, we should empower ourselves by understanding how our own government works. Only then we will be able to contribute to the governance and our voices will be heard. This is my personal opinion, that Mumbai needs a strong mayor system. Someone who can lead us and be accountable directly to us. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. As usual, I have provided links in the description below. Remember, पढ़ोगे, लिखोगे, आगे बढ़ोगे, सिर्फ देखते बैठोगे तो हक दोगे.